Welcome back to View and Travel. I'm your host, Michael. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stand on the edge of the world? No, I don't mean that metaphorically. I mean it literally. A place where your definition of natural grandeur is amplified 100 times over. I know, I get it. As Americans, we're proud of our backyard. We have the sheer scale of the Grand Canyon, the wild beauty of the Rockies, and endless coastlines from California to Florida. We think we've seen it all. I used to think so too. But what if I told you there's a place, a nation so small it's almost invisible on a world map, that has packed all of that and so much more into its borders? A place where, when you arrive, you feel like you've walked straight into a Peter Jackson blockbuster because, well, you literally have. That place is New Zealand. On this adventure, we're not just going to see the sights. Oh no, we're doing more than that. Together, we are going to build the ultimate American blueprint for conquering New Zealand. I'm going to share the secrets other travel bloggers usually keep to themselves, the dumb mistakes I made so you don't have to, and most importantly, how to make every dollar and every moment count. So forget those boring top 10 videos you always see. This is the real journey. But before we take off, let's warm up our brains. A quick question for you. What is the name of the body of water between Australia and New Zealand? Comment your answer below. I read them all. And you know, there's a reason New Zealand is often called the other Hollywood. The country has emerged as a premier destination for filming some of the most iconic blockbusters in recent years. Its cinematic reputation is bolstered by its stunning landscapes, which have served as the backdrop for epic films like the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit. Additionally, movies such as King Kong, The Piano, The Last Samurai, and Whale Rider have also been brought to life in New Zealand. The combination of its breathtaking natural scenery and the creative, relaxed nature of its local communities creates an ideal environment for filmmakers. Whether it's the lush forests, majestic mountains, or serene coastlines, New Zealand's diverse landscapes provide a unique and visually striking setting that captivates audiences around the world. Now let's start the journey to explore New Zealand. We'll begin on the North Island, the source of myths and fire. The first stop for nearly every international traveler touching down in New Zealand is, almost certainly, Auckland. And it's easy to make the mistake of treating it as just that, a gateway. A place to pick up your rental car and immediately hit the road. But if you do that, you're missing the soul of the country's largest and most diverse city. The Maori name for this place is Tamaki Makaurau, which poetically translates to the maiden sought by 100 lovers. Why? Because for centuries, this sliver of land was one of the most desirable places to live in all of Polynesia. It's nestled on a narrow isthmus, a strategic choke point between two massive harbors, the Waitemata Harbor opening to the Pacific Ocean and the Manukau Harbor opening to the Tasman Sea. The land here is incredibly fertile, and that's thanks to a secret hiding in plain sight. The craziest thing I realized, looking down from the iconic Sky Tower, is that Auckland isn't just built near volcanoes. The city is built on a massive volcanic field, with 48 distinct, dormant volcanic cones sleeping right under your feet. It's like San Francisco, but instead of the constant, low-level anxiety about the San Andreas Fault, they have these beautiful, grassy giants dotting the landscape. My advice: your first activity shouldn't be a museum. It should be walking to the top of Mount Eden Mongahau. From the summit, you can peer down into the perfectly bowl-shaped crater and see these incredible terraced earthworks, remnants of ancient Maori pa or fortified villages. Its history, geology, and the best panoramic view of the city, all in one free-to-access park. Now, for some practical blueprint advice. Driving in Auckland can be a challenge, especially for us Americans. Remember, they drive on the left, and the CBD has a confusing network of one-way streets. My tip: get an AT hop card for the public transport system, which is fantastic for getting around the central city. Explore the trendy, boutique-filled streets of Ponsonby. Grab a coffee in the Parnell's historic village, but save the car rental for when you're truly ready to leave the city. After a day or two of adjusting, my honest advice is this: catch a ferry to Waiheck Island. The 40-minute ferry ride itself is a scenic tour, gliding past the imposing volcanic cone of Rangitoto Island. Waiheck is often called the Hamptons of New Zealand, where millionaires in beachfront mansions and hippie artists in rustic studios live in a strange, beautiful harmony. On this idyllic island, you'll discover a true haven. It's renowned for its picturesque beaches, its incredible food scene, and most famously, its wineries. Now, you could just book a standard wine tour, but for the real view and travel experience, here's my blueprint. Rent an e-bike near the ferry terminal. This gives you the freedom to explore at your own pace. You can cruise along the coast to Onaroa Beach for a swim, then tackle the hills to visit world-class vineyards like Mudbrick or Cable Bay. Picture this: sitting on a beanbag chair on a sprawling lawn, a tasting flight of world-class Syrah in front of you, looking back at the Auckland skyline shimmering in the distance. It's an unforgettable experience. As you traverse the Waiheck Arts Trail, you'll also stumble upon countless art galleries and craft stores. Take breaks to dive into the island's emerald waters, then treat yourself to a casual meal at a beachfront cafe, or opt for an elegant multi-course dining experience. This island is a perfect microcosm of the New Zealand lifestyle, world-class quality without the pretense. It's the perfect decompression chamber after a long-haul flight. All right, leaving the relaxed glamour of Waiheck behind, we pick up our rental car and drive east to the Coromandel Peninsula. And this is where the North Island really starts to show off its wild, magical side. The drive itself is an experience, transitioning from motorway to winding, coastal roads that hug the shoreline. A word of warning for my fellow Americans: these roads are narrow and have more twists than a mystery novel. Don't be that tourist in a giant camper van trying to take a hairpin turn at 50 miles an hour. Take it slow. The views are worth it. The Coromandel offers an idyllic escape into nature. It's a stunning tapestry of misty, forest-clad mountains, golden sandy beaches, and lush, green valleys. But it holds one of the most unique and downright bizarre beach experiences on the planet. a place called Hot Water Beach. It sounds simple, but the secret is geological. Underground, a river heated by geothermal activity flows just beneath the sand. So the game plan is this. You check the tide times. And this is crucial. You have to go within 2 hours of low tide. You rent a shovel from the local surf shop for a few bucks, and you head to the beach. You'll see a crowd of people looking like frantic gophers, digging away. The trick is to find a spot where the hot water and the cold ocean seep mix to the perfect temperature. My first attempt was scalding hot. My second was freezing cold. But the third, absolute bliss. I had my own personal, all-natural hot tub right on the edge of the Pacific Ocean. I was leaning back, completely relaxed, and then a massive wave I didn't see coming crashed over the sandbar, turning my perfect hot tub into a lukewarm puddle in a split second. Everyone on the beach laughed. That's New Zealand for you, always there to remind you that nature is in charge. From there, it's a short drive to another must-see, Cathedral Cove. You might recognize it from the Chronicles of Narnia. The walk to get there is beautiful in itself, winding through a native forest. Then you emerge onto a pristine beach and see it. A massive, cathedral-like archway carved by the sea, connecting 2 secluded coves. Walking through it at low tide is one of those perfect travel moments. But New Zealand isn't just about the color green. Just an hour's drive away is Rotorua, a place that is the complete opposite. Prepare your senses, especially your nose. Rotorua smells like rotten eggs. That's the smell of sulfur, the smell of the earth breathing. This place is a geothermal playground. In Rotorua, you'll discover a haven of relaxation amidst bubbling mineral springs and soothing pools. This unique destination is renowned for its therapeutic hot mud baths, dramatic geysers, and the fascinating remnants of a buried village, all conveniently accessible from the city. You can soak in hot mineral mud, watch the Pohutu geyser erupt 100 feet into the air, and learn about Maori culture. If Rotorua is the breath of the earth, then Tongariro National Park is its fiery heart. This is New Zealand's oldest national park and a dual World Heritage area. If you're contemplating whether a visit to Tongariro National Park is worth it, the answer is an emphatic yes. It's home to the most famous day hike in the world, the Tongariro Alpine Crossing. This is not a walk in the park. It's a 12-mile journey across an active volcanic crater, past vibrant emerald-colored lakes, and through a desolate landscape that looks exactly like Mordor. My advice for my fellow Americans: forget the sneakers you wear to the gym. You need proper hiking boots, but the reward is worth every step. The feeling of standing on the red crater, looking down at the emerald lakes with the wind howling around you, will make you feel both small and incredibly alive. Welcome to the South Island, a symphony of ice, rock, and water. Our first stop is Abel Tasman National Park in Kaikoura. Abel Tasman is a coastal paradise where golden sand beaches meet turquoise water. The best way to explore it is by kayak. Imagine paddling along, and suddenly a pod of dolphins swims and plays right beside you. While summer is undoubtedly a popular time to visit, many locals believe that the shoulder seasons, spring and autumn, are actually the best times to explore the park, allowing for a more peaceful and immersive experience. Meanwhile, Kaikoura is where the mountains meet the sea, and it's home to the giants of the deep. The stunning coastal town of Kaikoura is an extraordinary destination, offering the perfect blend of marine life encounters, stunning coastal walks, and the chance to savor some of the finest crayfish. The coastal waters are home to permanent populations of whales, fur seals, and dolphins. The moment I will never forget is seeing the massive tail of a sperm whale wave goodbye before it dove deep into the ocean. That moment makes you realize your place in the world. This journey has taught me one important thing. New Zealand isn't just a destination on a map. It's a feeling. It's the feeling of being small in the face of nature's grandeur. And most importantly, it's the feeling of being fully alive. You don't just bring back beautiful photos for your Instagram. You bring back a new perspective. That is the true value of a trip. If this adventure has inspired you, if it has lit a fire of exploration in you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to View and Travel. We have so many more ultimate blueprints for life-changing trips around the world waiting for you.